Vaccine misinformation and rumors about the so-called side effects of the coronavirus vaccine are rife. From supposed microchips, there's the altered DNA states and even links between the COVID vaccine and fertility being thrown about. Fake news seems to be spreading online about the vaccine faster than it was invented. Well, joining us to talk more about this, Dr. Vaccination Ekenem, public health physician, also a pharmacist. He joins us via Zoom. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Hello, yeah, good evening, and thank you for having me.
All right. I mean, how do we protect communities from misinformation?
Okay, it's about infodemic management. I mean, at times like this, you are going to see more of, rumors making the rounds because there's a lot of information around COVID-19 being a new disease or a new epidemic. What we need to do in order to handle this is to make sure that we approach it in three steps. Number one, we provide adequate information using all the channels of communication. Two, we update people on information. If there are updates about information regarding COVID-19, we must make sure that we provide it in real time. Number three is to ensure that we track misinformation and then provide a very, very scientific explanation to any occurrence following, the COVID, whether it's the COVID-19 disease or the vaccination program. Now, as far as the vaccine is concerned, you know that before this vaccine was rolled out, a lot of persons had issues with how fast the vaccine came up. And again, people also had issues with regards to the safety of the vaccine. So it is more important for us, given these realities, to ensure that people are updated with real-time information about COVID-19 vaccine, because a lot of persons, in as much as a lot of us want this pandemic to be over, some persons also want to discredit whatever effort that has been made by public health officials. So it's important that we use all the available communication channels to pass on information to people and then update them. Should there be any updates or any new developments, we need to update it in real time so that we can close the gap and not allow people with the wrong information to go ahead of us. So it is important that we go ahead of these people by ensuring that we provide information as it occurs.
All right, Dr. Ekenem, I mean, it's noted that online channels, particularly social media, tends to be the most trusted source of information among vaccine skeptic groups. And, we are seeing several videos going viral about perhaps those who have taken the vaccine becoming magnetic and, sort of everything they attach on their arm, it just sort of sticks. I mean, we're seeing like this video that's showing right now looking like someone's phone. His phone is on his upper arm and, seeming to be sticking together, or even a key. For some others, it's something else. So a lot of people are saying, are wondering exactly if this is true or if the rumor that COVID-19 vaccines make you magnetic is actually the real deal. But, we essentially cannot verify these videos and how all of this things appear to be sticking to different people's arms. And it's not just, in Africa. We're seeing it in Asia, in several other regions across the world as well.
Okay, let me put it in context. When I saw this video, the first thing I did was to make a call across to a few persons that I know that have taken this vaccine. And I actually told them, just to be sure, to carry out this same activity. I mean, pick up a metallic substance and also attach at the point. A number of persons that I actually call, I don't want to talk about myself, but let me say that the people I called, they did this same thing and it didn't happen that way. So it's not unfortunate that people have abused the social media, because if these things happen, I'm not here to discredit that, okay, it did not happen. But I'm telling you that from the people who I have called, none of this ever happened. What I would say that if these things are observed, they are proper channels of passing this information. This is what we call, this could be one of the things that we call adverse events following immunization. Now, if these things occur, rather than go to the media and, discredit the entire vaccination campaign, why don't you probably go through the channels that have been provided by the government to report these events so that it can be properly investigated? We cannot depend on things on the social media as a verified source of information. No. This has to be investigated, which I believe that it will be investigated. And if we realize that there is a link between these occurrences and the vaccine, it will be communicated with the public. But for now, I would urge the public to disregard this information until it is proven by health officials, by the World Health Organization, and of course by the National Primary Health Care Development Agency in Nigeria.
Indeed, but while we're still waiting for them, some would say the damage has already been done. YouTube, for example, is reported to have removed almost 100 videos related to dangerous or misleading information about COVID since February 2020. But let's talk about incentives. Lots of other countries are giving incentives to their citizens to taking the vaccine. Do you think this is something the government here needs to look into?
Absolutely, absolutely. Incentivizing vaccination program is not just did not begin today in Nigeria. There is on new incentives. I know that they provide incentives and to who bring their children for me. I feel that we should adopt the same strategy. And to where the immunization program is being conducted, subsidy, to help them, transport themselves to places where. I believe that if we provide incentives, whether it's more in time, it will help, to rekindle the interest of people, in taking this vaccine. I think that it's a very fantastic approach that can help people to see the need, of getting this vaccine. Yes, it is a good thing to get the vaccine, but people do not really understand the importance of vaccine. So every opportunity that presents itself, we can utilize this opportunity, to increase the number of people that go for this vaccine. And one of such strategy could be, giving incentives to people who take the vaccine as an encouragement to others who are still hesitant, so that they can also go and take the vaccine.
All right. We appreciate your time on the program. Thank you so much, Dr. Nsebase Ekanem, public health physician pharmacist. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.